Hey guys, how's it going? Tom here, and this is training day 8. Alright guys, welcome back. We are at training day 8. We are well deep within the program now. I'm feeling good. Back here for another day. Sorry it took a little while to get the previous episode out. I tried filming it on some new resolution thing and the file was like 200 gigabytes, so I couldn't export it off my phone onto my laptop because the file was too big. But anyway, we've sorted that now. Back here for episode 8 today, which is rolling handle. We're going to be putting up some big numbers, creeping up to 95 kilos for a double on the 50 mil, which is pretty massive really, considering the goal is 105 to 110. And then we're doing 3 sets of 12-second holds at 80 kilos, which is going to be an absolute grind. But that's what we're here for. Going to get into the warm-up now, bit of band work just to stretch my arms and my wrists, and then I'll do a bit of hand grippers and go through some working sets there.
No direction. I just wanna call you to feel safe, but
all right, there we go. Warm up done there. I know I might have mentioned this before, but as you can see, I do a warm up before every session, even if it's just a bit of band work, we'll work with the grip rings, or even a bit of hand grippers. No matter sort of the training I'm doing, I'll always sort of do a similar warm up. I feel like it's just the best way to prevent any injuries, especially for us guys that are getting a bit older now. We've got to look after our bodies, and the best way for you to progress is just longevity. So if we can prevent any injuries, even if it's just like a small sprain, anything like that, it's all about just keeping consistent with your warm-ups and then going into your working sets nice and warm, just to prevent any injuries. There's no point in sort of going straight into your movements, especially when it only takes a couple of minutes. So do your warm-ups and then get into your working sets. But I'm going to try and stay relatively light on the grippers today because we're already doing a crush day. I don't want to tire my hands too much out before we get onto them. So I think last time we did the holds, I did negative reps, which is where I squeeze and have the slow release. So I think I'll try them again. Relatively low sets, so I'm going to work on the elite number 4 here, maybe 5 sets of 2, and then I'll work on the elite number 3. I think I'll probably do another 5 sets on that for 2 reps, but with a 2-second negative at the bottom. So I'm going to close the hand gripper for 1, 2, and then I'm slowly going to try and open it up over another 2 seconds. So 10 sets there, but let's get into them.
I always wanna know what's wrong, but end up coming off too strong, and I just wanna help. Will you let me in? Will you let me in? Help me, help you. Help me, help you. I'll do what it takes. I'll make a mistake.
All right, there we go. That was really tough. Oh, feeling that in my hands. I actually feel a little bit stiff in the back from the gym the other day, but we'll give it our best shot today. Rolling handle. So, yeah, I was actually looking at the schedule sort of thing. I think we're only actually going to be able to squeeze in, what was it, 1, 2, 3, 5 more training sessions before we get to the Wednesday. And then I'm going to have 3 days rest before the event on the Saturday, or is it on the Sunday? But yeah, anyway, I think we're only going to get 5 more in. That includes today, so 4 more after today. Then I'm going to make sure I have 3 days completely off, just rest before the competition, which is good. Looking forward to that. Not sure how I've miscalculated the days there. I probably just missed some days off. So yeah, but yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll do these 5 sessions, then as a little extra on the Wednesday, or maybe even on the Thursday morning, I'll sort of give a run through of the competition. Yeah, that's probably the best way to do it. So I'll do the 5 sessions, finish on the Wednesday. Thursday, I will go through a sort of a competition myself. Then I've got Thursday afternoon, Friday, Saturday, and then the competition on Sunday. So that sounds like a plan. But yeah, I think that's sort of a good way to do it. 3.5 days is plenty of time for rest, really. I'll just make sure I maybe do a little bit of band work, a little bit with the extensors on those days off, and we should be good, really. There's 2 events this weekend, or last weekend just gone when this video comes out, at Rusty Barbell and Dominus. So looking forward to hearing how that goes. Obviously I won't be able to find out the results because Laura's keeping them all secret from me. But I'm going to get into my rolling handle warm-ups here. I'll do one set at 25, 50, 75, and then the working sets from 82.5.
I'll do what it takes, I'll make a mistake. And tell me how you're feeling, oh, 'cause I can't feel for you, no. Tell me all your deepest secrets are no fun. And I always wanna know what's wrong, but end up coming off too strong. And I just wanna help, will you let me in? Will you let me in? Help me, help ya.
All right, there we go. We are loaded up at 82.5 kilos. I think it's going to be 82.8. But we're near enough right there. Feels okay today. I imagine 95 is going to be really, really blowing the wheels off. So if we can manage to get 95 today, that will be 2 kilos higher than what we maxed out on. It's going to be 2 weeks ago now, maybe 3 weeks ago. But yeah, that's a good sign if we can get that today, especially after a little workload on the hand grippers first. But working set number 1, let's get it in the bag. Whew, nice and easy. As always, we'll keep the rest time pretty short. I'm going to be trying to wait about a minute now, and then I'll get back into set number 2. Just on a side note here, I thought I'd just weigh myself while we're here. I am weighing in at bang on 125, so I think we're a couple of kilos down from when we started. Not that that's really going to have much to do with grip training, because it's not the most strenuous activity, but I could definitely shred down a bit of water weight and you know, get rid of my clothes on the weigh-in day, or maybe cut down to the 120 category, but I'm quite happy in the big boy category, really. I mean, I suppose the final in August anyway, who knows what we could be doing by there. Could be straight back up to 130. But set number 2, 85 kilos, 2 reps. Let's get this up. The left hand is feeling really good today. It just feels really easy compared to normal. So I'm hoping I can get up to the 90 kilo double. I think we got 1 rep at 90 kilos when we were doing the testing out. But if I can manage to get a double today, that'd be amazing actually. So another 2.5 on. That takes us up to 87.5 kilos. Just have my minute rest and then hoist her up. Right, set number 3. Come on. That is feeling really good actually. It feels like there's no slippage in my hand either. I don't know if it's because the temperature's getting a bit warmer. The chalk seems to be just sticking to the implements a bit nicer. For those of you that didn't know, it's sort of like a known thing that your lifts will go up in the summer when it's a bit warmer because the steel's just a bit warmer, the chalk sits in your hands a bit nicer, your hands are sweating a bit, and we tend to see bigger lifts in the summer compared to in the winter, which is proper weird, but I'm glad it's working for me now. So another minute rest, I'll chuck another 2.5 on, and then we're at 90 kilos. Right, set number 4, 90 kilos. Yes! Well, Lefty is pulling it out the bag today. A double at 90, and it feels like I've probably got the next one in me as well. So 92.5 the last set. Don't know why I thought we were going up to 95 today. That's my terrible maths for you, but I might squeeze another set in after. We see how this feels. Don't want to, you know, go too mad, but if the next set feels right, I might have a crack at 95. See how that goes. So another 2.5 on, and then minute rest, and we'll give it a go. Right, last set, well, maybe 92.5. Let's get it. Come on, left. Oh, no way, come on. Oh, no. Oh, valiant effort there from the left. The first rep felt pretty nice, but just don't have it in the fingers to get that second rep. That felt really good on the right. I think I'll stay sensible and just call it at that there. Do not go off plan, and then make sure I get some good reps in with the vertical bar there. So I'll unload a couple of weights, chuck the vertical bar on at 80, or it'll be just over 80 because I can't bother taking the 10 off and putting a bit of slumming on. But let's unload and get into the vertical bar. Right, so the lesson learned from the last video was I need to hold on a bit longer. It's so difficult counting in my head. I'm like 1, 2, 3. But I'll try and put Mississippi's in between. But 3 sets of 12, it seems like it's going to be difficult. But as long as I get a good hand position and just get the weight up and I've put in a decent effort, then that's sort of all I want to get out of this. It's just getting that motion drilled into my head of the hand position, because even if you're slightly out of position, you're going to lose a couple of seconds, which in the grand scheme of things can be a lot. I know at the Grip League final last year, the difference between a couple of places was literally 0.2 of a second. So by you ensuring that you've got the perfect hand position on the vertical bar, that's going to give you that tiny advantage, which in reality could make a massive difference to your points and position overall. But first set for me here, let's see if we can get to the full 12.
Help me, help you. I'll do what it takes. I'll make a mistake.
Definitely counted a bit longer there, but that was difficult. I feel my arms shaking as soon as it comes off the ground. It's one of those really difficult events, especially after two really. You've got the rolling handle, which is a max weight, then you've got a pinch block, which is a max weight. So your nervous system's going to be pretty battered already. So going straight into a hold is going to be really difficult. Just be lucky that it's before the hub, because if it was after the hub, we'd all be absolutely screwed. You guys are lucky that you can switch arms sometimes. I know we tried my left on the vertical bar. I might give it a go here actually. You never know, it might have suddenly become amazing at it, but I think I only got 5 or 6 seconds when I first attempted it, which is absolutely crap, but let's see if we can have a go on the left. Oh, no way. It just doesn't feel as comfortable. For some reason, I feel it pulling on my wrist, even straight off the ground. So I'll just have to stick to the trusty right. But I'm gonna have another minute rest now. I know I've talked quite a bit there, but I'll probably another minute rest. Want to keep the rest a little bit longer between these, because otherwise I'm just not gonna be able to lift it again. So yeah, probably another minute and then we'll get into set number 2. Right, set number 2. This is where I feel like I need some background music to get me fired up for this. But let's give it a go. 12 seconds. Come on. I felt it peeling out there towards the end, but I feel like they've got to be towards 12 seconds. So 2 to 3 minutes now. I don't have any energy left to ramble on, but yeah, 2 to 3 minutes rest and then we'll get into the last set. Right, here we go. Last set of 12 seconds. Let's get it, come on. I think with this one, I feel like I know I'm talking myself out of it already, but I'm not going to get the 12 seconds, so I'm literally just going to hang on for as long as possible, completely burn myself out. But as long as I can get as close to 12 as possible, that's what we're aiming for. Come on. Right, what a lovely end to the training session. I am glad that's out the way. I do not recommend doing holds for time because they're absolutely horrible, but hopefully they'll pay off, especially after a couple of days rest. That is training day 8 done. We have 4 more sessions to go, so I will see you tomorrow for episode number 9.